The man with the highlight color shoes, Zach Lavine, dropped 43 points, a new season high against the Detroit Pistons. Bulls win 132 to 118. And man, this was a much needed win for the Chicago Bulls. We are known for playing down to our competition. We are known for looking at teams and being like, okay, their record is trash, so we gonna play trash. But last night, that did not happen. The Chicago Bulls came out and dropped 132 points against a team. This is the worst team in the Eastern Conference. This team put up a fight throughout the game, but the Bulls were able to stay afloat. The Bulls was able to come in and be aggressive early with the play of Zach Lavine. Zach Lavine alone dropped 27 points in the first half. The next leading scorer was Nikola Vucevic with 10 points. Then we had DeMar DeRozan dropping 22 points in the game, even though he didn't shoot very efficient, shooting 9 for 19 from the field, but he had 5 assists, 6 rebounds. Vucevic came in 19 points, 9 rebounds, hitting a big three at the end of the game to put the Bulls up. Zach Lavine, on his 43 points, he shot 15 for 20 from the field and 5 for 9 from the three. Zach Lavine himself has been very efficient these last 10 games. He has been playing the best basketball of his season these last 10 games, shutting up all the doubters about him being not deserving of the $215 million contract that he signed this offseason. Zach Lavine himself has really been showing and proving doubters wrong, showing that he is worth every penny that he was paid. Ayo Dosunmu came out early, scoring on the break, taking advantage of the matchup against Jaden Ivey. It looks like he was taking that matchup personal. Jaden Ivey came in with some plays, blowing past Ayo. Then Ayo came back on the other end, blowing past him on the fast break, getting the and one, scoring on him on the break, shooting the threes. Ayo Dosunmu was all over the court this game. We had some returns in this game. We had Javonte Green, he recently came out. He was available for this game. Kobe White, who had the right knee injury, returned in this game, and he dropped 5 points. Alex Caruso, he returned from missing 3 games due to concussion protocol. He came out and scored 20. He played 20 minutes, surprisingly, but he hit 2 threes, and he had 8 points, also 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. Drummond, he was big in this game. Drummond came in going coast to coast, running the floor, 12 points, 7 rebounds, and he had some big dunks in this game. Very, very aggressive plays from Andre Drummond in this game. And all around the Chicago Bulls, this was a much needed win. This was a game that we had to win because we're going against, of course, the worst team in the Eastern Conference. So you would expect this to be a blowout, but the Detroit Pistons actually stayed in this game and kept it aggressive, kept it close. So the Bulls was able to pull it out with some very needed fourth quarter play, actually outscoring the Detroit Pistons in the fourth quarter by 11 points. Everybody was scoring, not just DeMar DeRozan and Zach Lavine. We had some big plays from Vooch. And the key to these are the games. This game and last game are the games that you have to look at as foundational games to win throughout the season. When you win games, it's not just about winning. You have to know how to win. You have to learn from the games that you won and take those same habits and moments and carry them over into the next games. The Bulls went to Nikola Vucevic early. Even though Zach Lavine had a big first half, and we're not going to see that from Zach Lavine every half. The Bulls went to Nikola Vucevic early. When they took advantage of him guarding a young rookie in Jalen Duran. They fed him the ball in the paint, and they allowed him to go to work. Even though he missed some shots early in the game, even though some of his post hooks rolled out of the rim, they still went back to Nikola Vucevic in the game. And that is key for the Chicago Bulls team. Now, what I've noticed from Vucevic, is when he is getting, when he has it going, he's more alert all over the floor. He's more active on the defensive end. He actually had 3 blocks in this game. More foot movement for Nikola Vucevic on the defensive end by stopping the young rookie. Because we saw when we went against the Rockets, when we lost against the Rockets at home, Sengun was eating on Vucevic. Sengun was going to the paint. Sengun was shooting the ball. Sengun was taking advantage of an older player in Nikola Vucevic and was eating against him. But Vucevic took this matchup serious. He noticed that he was guarding a younger player. He's a more experienced player, so he was able to take advantage of that mismatch and win versus those two in that matchup. Nikola Vucevic, when he gets going early, this Chicago Bulls team is much better because Zach Lavine can shoot the ball. DeMar DeRozan can operate in his mid-range. And what I like from this game, what I like from this team is we were able to score in the paint a lot more efficiently, having 66 points in the paint. And a lot of that was due to Zach Lavine going to the paint, being more explosive with his quick first step that we've seen constantly in the games that he go off. But in these last 10 games especially, he's been more persistent at going to the paint, drawing fouls, going to the free throw line, being more aggressive, not just chucking up contested threes, not just chucking up long range threes, but taking more high percentage shots. Him being as athletic as he has been, as he is, he's been taking advantage of the mismatch. Nikola Vucevic scoring in the paint. He has been very good scoring in the paint, having one of his best seasons more efficiently in this game, in this season. The Bulls having those 66 points, 18 fast break points. They only had 14 turnovers compared to the Pistons 16. We had 21 assists. The ball was moving. Everything was flowing for this team. These are the games that you have to look at and see and improve on and build on. Going up against a matchup tonight in the Cleveland Cavaliers that completely tore us off the first time we played them. In our second game of the season, the first home game of the season, we were completely demolished by the Cleveland Cavaliers, allowing them to score 28 points on us on our home floor. This is a game that we have to win. This is a game that, even though there are players that are day-to-day, we have Evan Mobley, who might not play. We have Darius Garland, who's day-to-day. Robin Lopez. They have players that are day-to-day in this game. You have to use these games as building blocks. Those 2 games that you've won, you have to win tonight at home against the Cleveland Cavaliers, because this is a division rival. This is a game that you have to look at and say, this team is not going to come in my home building and dominate me like they did before. You have to stop those key scorers. That is arguably one of the better backcourts in the NBA. So you have to use that as fuel to go up against this younger, athletic team. So let's hope that the Bulls can get a win tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers, so that we can go into the new year with a 3-game win streak, with some hope, with that 10th seed in the play-in. Hope everybody have a good day.